You're right in the middle of working, streaming, or gaming, and suddenly, everything stops. The network pathways glitch, drop, and your screen goes dark. When this happens, panic usually sets in. But by running through a methodical checklist, we can achieve one of two outcomes. Either we restore the connection right here in your home, or we gather the exact diagnostic data required to bypass the standard, time-consuming scripts at your internet provider's support desk. Step 0 is isolation. Before we touch any hardware, turn off your phone's Wi-Fi. Use your cellular data to log into your internet provider's app and check for known outages in your neighborhood. If there's an outage, you just have to wait. If not, the problem is localized to your equipment. To fix it, you will need access to your router, a smartphone or laptop, and ideally, a physical network cable. Jumping straight to a customer support call right now usually leads to an hour of being told to plug and unplug cables. Running this localized sequence first gives you complete control over the problem and provides a precise path to getting back online. Step 1 is the physical check. Start at the wall outlet and ensure the power adapter is fully seated. Trace that cable to the back of the router and confirm the unit is receiving power. Look at this diagram of a router's back panel. You will see a row of multiple local area network, or LAN, ports. These push internet out to your home devices. But right now, locate the single WAN port, bringing the internet in. The provider's cable must slide directly into this port. Push it forward until the plastic locking tab snaps upward. This mechanical lock prevents microscopic disconnects from dropping your signal. With physical cables locked, turn the router around and look at the front LED panel. Specifically, locate the indicator marked with a glow icon. We want the glowing green light shown on the left of this split-screen graphic. If you see the dim red indicator on the right, you have a problem. These front panel LEDs act as your first diagnostic layer. A red internet light definitively proves that your router's internal hardware is functioning and processing data, but the external signal from the street pole to your house is physically broken or blocked. If the lights indicate a fault, our next step is a complete power cycle. Reach behind the router and physically unplug the power cable from the unit. Routers are miniature computers. They process millions of packets of data every hour and use volatile memory, or RAM, to manage the queue. When local traffic jams occur, that memory can become corrupted, freezing the entire system. We wait exactly 30 seconds before plugging it back in. The router has internal capacitors that hold a small electrical charge. Waiting allows that residual energy bar to drain to zero, completely wiping the corrupted memory. Once cleared, reconnect the power. Energy rushes back in. The logic board boots sequentially, taking 2 minutes to wake up. Now pick up your smartphone or laptop, open your Wi-Fi settings, and check if your home network name is broadcasting and visible again. Clearing that volatile memory forces the router to start fresh and renegotiate its connection. If the connection restores, you have proven the failure was just a temporary digital logjam. If the restart didn't fix the red light, we move from hardware inspection to software diagnostics. We are going to look inside the router's brain using your device's web browser. This diagram points out a critical navigation error. Notice the central search engine field marked with the red X. Do not type anything there. You must use the top URL address bar, highlighted with the green checkmark, to communicate locally. Click it and type your gateway IP, usually 192.168.0.1 or 192.168.1.1. Press Enter to load. A login screen will pop up. If you haven't set a custom password, try the factory default credentials, which are usually the word admin for both username and password. If that login page refuses to load over your Wi-Fi, wireless interference might be the culprit. Take a physical LAN cable and plug your laptop directly into the back of the router. Accessing this internal dashboard is a mandatory step for deep diagnostics. It is the only place you can see exactly what the router is experiencing from the provider's perspective, without relying on blinking lights. Inside the dashboard, navigate through the menus to locate the section labeled Network or Status. You are searching for a specific data point called the WAN IP. Look closely at this data table interface. If the WAN IP row shows 4 zeros, it means the router is failing to negotiate a connection. If it displays a populated string of numbers, like the one shown here, it confirms a successful data handshake has occurred. If that WAN IP reads as all zeros despite the reboot and secure cables, we reach the final hardware step, the recessed reset button on the back panel. Press and hold it down for 10 full seconds. This warning graphic illustrates why a factory reset is a highly destructive option. It completely strips away your custom Wi-Fi network names, your passwords, and any specialized configuration settings your internet provider requires. By forcing the hardware back to its original factory floor state, you eliminate any user configuration errors. If it still fails to connect after a reset, the software settings are not the problem. At this stage, check your connection. If your indicator lights are solid green and web pages are actively loading, the local fixes succeeded and you are back online. If the lights are still red and the WAN IP reads 0, do not view this as a defeat. You have successfully completed the local diagnostic phase and isolated the fault. Now you call support. When the agent answers, tell them, I have power cycled the router, verified the physical WAN connection, and confirmed a zero-value WAN IP inside the admin dashboard. The local hardware is functional. Please check the signal reaching my address. Bypassing the basic troubleshooting script gets a technician assigned faster, directly leading to a restored, high-speed network flowing into your home. Applying this systematic methodology replaces panic with process. You are now equipped with the precise vocabulary to troubleshoot your own hardware and manage your network, drastically cutting down the time it takes to get back online.